What's up, dreamers? Welcome back to the channel. It's your host, Mello, and today I want to talk about Sasuke Uchiha, but more specifically, how can he retain the powers of his Rinnegan? Yeah, let's talk about it.
At this moment, I'm the strongest in the whole world. And right here and now, this will be the first step that I take into the shadows.
He's the real thing, a true Avenger.
Towards the end of Boruto Chapter 52, we saw that Momoshiki's consciousness manifested, taking over Boruto's body completely. And towards the end of Boruto Chapter 53, Momoshiki attacks Sasuke with a kunai, gouging out his Rinnegan. Or so we think. Now, I think it's really important to remember the kind of show we're talking about. This is the Naruto and Boruto universe, right? The ninja's art is deception, and the foundation of this series, right? It's that of illusions and misdirection. In a series like this, what you see isn't what you always get, and I think it's really important to factor that in regards to Sasuke's current situation. Now, at first glance, it looks like Sasuke's Rinnegan is destroyed. The source of all of his power is gone and the world went crazy. Myself included, I've dropped a few videos talking about this very topic. But in today's video, I want to talk about some abilities and some narrative themes that will prevent Sasuke from losing his Rinnegan, from losing his relevancy, right? Because we all love Sasuke Uchiha. So if we're starting with abilities, the obvious choice is the Izanagi, right? The ability to manipulate reality. We saw that Danzo did this with Shusui, and we also saw that he did it in his battle with Sasuke Uchiha. Now we know that the Izanagi is a dojutsu that stems from the Uchiha clan with the ability to rewrite reality. We've seen characters completely rewrite their deaths or something gruesome happening to them. So for our purposes, we'll be taking Sasuke, he'll be sacrificing his Sharingan eye, because once you use the eye, it goes blind, right? Once you activate the Izanagi in one particular eye, that eye goes blind, but it's a good trade-off because you can manipulate like all of reality. Like I think it works. I think it's good. So in exchange for one eye, he'll gain back the other, right? He'll sacrifice his Sharingan to regain his Rinnegan. And although this is a tragic loss, it still works narratively, right? We know that Sasuke's not the main character anymore, so he needs to be depowered, right? There needs to be an excuse for the new generation, for Boruto and Sarada and Mitsuki and them to rise to prominence. So you can maintain his Rinnegan at the cost of his Sharingan. Have him keep his power, but also depower him at the same time. Now, I want to talk about the narrative parallels between Sasuke losing his eye in Boruto and Sasuke losing his eye in Shippuden. Now you may be asking yourself, wait a minute, Mello, what are you talking about, bro? Like, when did Sasuke lose his eye in Shippuden? Well, let's rewind a little bit and go back to his battle with Itachi, right? Now, in that battle, he was still casting illusions upon Sasuke, right? He was still making Sasuke believe that he did everything so that he can take his eyes and gain the Eternal Mangekyo Sharingan. Now, during their battle, right, Itachi gouges out Sasuke's eyes. Now, we all believe this, at the time anyways, we all believed that this was real. Like, oh crap, Sasuke Uchiha just got his eye gouged out. But it turned out to be an illusion, right, indicative of what this series is foundationally built upon, right, creating deceptions and illusions, right, misdirections everywhere, right, as far as the eye can see. But that's what this series is based upon, right? The ninja's art is deception, and that's what we get from a series like Naruto/Boruto. And again, you will notice the narrative parallels, right? The same eye that Itachi gouges out is the same eye that Sasuke would later on manifest the Rinnegan in, and later on that Borushiki himself would gouge out with a kunai knife in the Boruto era. We were deceived by the writers then, and I believe we're being deceived by the writers now. It was an illusion back then, and it's an illusion now. I do believe that. It's entirely possible that through the Izanagi, or even possibly, I don't think so. This one is a little far-fetched for me personally, but it's entirely possible that he uses the Izanami, right? He uses his Sharingan to collect a series of images, and then he creates this infinite loop and then locks his target, in this case Borishiki, in this infinite genjutsu, right? Now there is a backdoor to get out of it once that person realizes their fault or come to some kind of self actualization. They can escape that genjutsu. Now, I don't believe in any way, shape, form, or fashion that this is what he's doing. It's a powerful jutsu. At the cost of your eye that you activate the jutsu in, you can basically use this without making any eye contact. It's super OP, super powerful, but it's one of those in-game kind of abilities, right? And I don't see Momoshiki changing his ways. It's possible. Maybe that's how Boruto in the future is using the abilities of the Karma Seal because of the Izanami. Momoshiki rather changes his mindset through the Izanami and then works with Boruto. Entirely possible, not very probable, and I don't buy into the theory, but I'd be remiss if I didn't mention it here. But illusions, things like basic genjutsu, right? It's entirely possible that that is the case. So you always have to factor that in with a series like this. But yes, let me know what you guys think in the comments section down below. You know I love reading your comments. You guys have like the best theories in the community, and I really love it. So yeah, just let me know what you guys think. How do you think Sasuke is going to get himself out of this? Or is he going to get himself out of this? Do you think that his Rinnegan is actually destroyed and this is just another case of Sasuke holding yet another L? Let me know in the comment section down below. If you're new to the channel, think about subscribing, hitting that bell icon for notifications, and liking the video to support the Dream Team. Yes, people, yes, man, you know what time it is, bro. It's your host, Mello. I'm signing out. I'll catch you on the next one. And remember, guys, never stop dreaming. Oh, yeah.